Hello everyone and welcome to something I actually want to try out for this channel, and that is creating some Planet Coaster 2 content. Me in general, I would actually never play Planet Coaster 2 as like a main game of playing, because I just think, or not think, but the problem is if I play a new game with a lot of asset pieces, I need to get used to those and know their names and stuff, because looking up stuff is so much easier than just looking through the whole catalog of items. So yeah, this is just something I want to try out, and this coaster I will be building in today's video is actually just something I saw on YouTube and wanted to try for myself, but also with a little twist. And if I can find the video back, I will put the link in the description so you can see what I mean with that. But anyways, the concept actually is just with the new update that actually happened like almost 1.5 months ago now, is having a coaster like Dark Coaster in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And what I mean with that is a coaster that can do multiple laps through the same layout but without going through the station because of a bypass. And you can actually do a lot with that. And the thing in general on Planet Coaster 2 is what I also found when I'm finishing this now is it's quite hard to actually fit a bypass under in the game itself, because you actually need to force the pieces to connect to each other. And if you know how, it will make the process a little bit easier, but that's it in general. Then I also wanted to add like a spike somewhere in the layout, and I thought that would be kind of cool. And then I just ran into another problem, and that is that the amount of passes needed for the switch track to go back either needs to be 1 or 3. I'm just meaning if it is 1, I can actually wait. Well, okay. But yeah, you can just choose between 1 and 3. But as you saw by my surprise, I was like, maybe I should put the pass by to 1 to maybe fix my problem, because now the coaster goes through the layout 4 times and it's a little bit much. And then in the end, the train is in backwards in the brake run, so I actually needed a way to turn around. And I was thinking maybe I could add another spike, and that's what you can see me attempt doing in this video. But that just did not work, and so I eventually ended up with a little bit of needed to think, and then I came up with a turntable, so that's what you will eventually see in the real-time part, where I will explain everything. And yeah, also it might be a little bit inspired by Uncharted in Portaventura World. But that's that. I will actually try in the real-time part, because I actually haven't recorded it at the moment. I am recording this voiceover, but I will try to actually set the bypass to 1, so I will see if it eventually needs the turn table as well, or maybe it does, I don't know. I'm just completely in shock. But yeah, this is also like a little bit of a test to see how you as an audience would actually receive this kind of content, because I know the episodes in Theme Park Tycoon 2 haven't been the best, but the thing is, even though Theme Park Tycoon 2 doesn't offer the best updates at this point, I am just like, okay, maybe I should should do a few Planet Coaster videos, because I could just never abandon Theme Park Tycoon 2. Like every time I play Theme Park Tycoon 2 or actually play another game, I always find myself being bored in a point, and then just coming back to it is like I just can't leave the game. As something that I have built up even with progression of playing Theme Park Tycoon 2 for over 8, almost 9 years now is quite incredible, and I just can't leave the game behind. Especially because I also poured a lot of money and love into the game. Money in the sense of game passes, and also maybe credits when they just came out with the plots, because I just wanted the extra plots. But yeah, just in general, I just can't see myself leaving Theme Park Tycoon 2 forever, because that's just a game where I do all my stuff in. And yeah, I don't know if I will eventually come back to like eventually move on to Planet Coaster 2, because it has like more features than Theme Park Tycoon 2. I just don't know. Anyways, in the video you see me struggling now with creating the biopass, and as you can see, it works. It's just quite simple to actually make it work. If you place a transfer track, a second transfer track or a switch track, and you try to connect those two pieces, it doesn't connect. So what you need to do is you need to delete the switch track, then connect the other piece and place the switch track back, and then it auto connects everything that was there in place before. So it works that way, and yeah, now it's just smoothing a little bit, making sure everything works, and actually trying to finish layout, which it not did in the end. Because for some reason the game thought, nah, let's just not do it, even though everything was connected correctly. The game was like, I will crash the train after it goes through the last transfer track, because I decided to add a spike to return the train forwards. It was like my first idea, but that just failed. So in the end you'll see me just having a turntable, because the transfer track is just do no work, and yeah, that's just a little bit sad of the game, because the train is facing the correct way. It just did not connect everything correctly. And yeah, that's basically everything I have to offer in this video. Just making sure everything is like it's just me making a layout, because I literally cannot theme anything. Maybe I will do a scenario video sometime, but I just need to see if I can actually do that. But as you can see right there, the train just crashed, and yeah, then I tried to change it, and just watching some test runs, and that's basically the rest of the video. So with that, I will see you guys in the real-time part where I will explain everything. See you there. And welcome to the real-time part of this really complicated coaster. So yeah, let's go through the whole layout actually. Starting off, you come out of the station with like a little bit of a nice curve, heading straight into the first launch with like a little bit of weird kind of like wave turn that's not fully banked kind of element. Going out into an airtime hill, turn, trying to be a twisted airtime hill, another little airtime hill, and then into a second launch with a spike sending you backwards, going backwards through the helix, over the switch track via the bypass, it's called, back to the very first launch, but this time in reverse, going back through the layout, through the spike, but this time you're facing front, going back to the layout again, then another time, again going backwards, and that's it, I think. Now, as I said in like the other part, oh no, I can reset the icon for this one and for this one as well. So okay, then it is like the minimal amount of times the coaster passes by. But yeah, it was a little bit complicated to get everything working here, since the game wouldn't actually allow to do such complicated stuff. But without further ado, I think it's time to say, let's take a ride on this coaster. And that is the coaster. Not the smoothest one, also a really long one. And yeah, turntable at the end instead of the switch track, because that one did work and the other one didn't. So yeah. You don't need to be afraid for me to leave a theme park and go to Planet Coaster 2, because this video has been recorded over 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago, and you see that the theme park Tycoon 2 content has been coming out regularly, so you don't need to worry for me to switch. It was just like a one-time thing, but if you want to see more Planet Coaster 2 content, please let me know down in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.